Well, hello. Hang on, I haven't even started the bot yet. It is, it should be. We should play the intro twice. So, actually... Hang on, I just had a thought now. Are those actually... would this work? Well, that won't work. But would this work? That won't work, will it? Oh, huh. So, weirdly, the animation is a web page. Don't know if you knew that. It is just, it plays in the browser, and so I just have a browser source for it, because it's all done by just web animation stuff. It is a web page. It is in fact just this. That is the animation. Now, if you are in, yes, in fact, and it would be slightly different every time as well. Let's see, what is the thing? It is weirdly slow in Firefox, and I haven't figured out why yet. It's fine in the OBS Chromium browser that OBS uses for browser sources. Just recently, I went through and consolidated all the different animations because I've got one for New Year's and one for Christmas and one for Halloween. And it used to be that it would detect the date and then switch you to a different web page for the appropriate animation. But that meant when okay, that's because browsers will not play music or any audio unless you have clicked on the site already. So the only workaround I've found for viewing it in a web page is you have to basically be spam clicking the middle of the web page as the page is loading up. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. But in my reworking of all of it so that it's actually all one single animation, I found out that the music is not synced to the animation anymore. It used to line up very nicely, and now it doesn't, and that kind of bugs me. I'm gonna have to fix it. Maybe when I'm fixing it, I'll add more stuff to it or something. Add some fun little tidbits. Because, gosh, if I haven't worked on that thing enough. I put way too much time to that animation. Missing the clips in the theater. They may be slower to load over the internet because when it runs on OBS, it's running on my local box. So the full video file of however many megs, it doesn't have to go across the internet to grab that. It's right there on the hard drive. The font also will probably not be on your computer because it is a non-standard font that has to be installed to work. Isn't that fun? So that's the advantage of running it locally, is I don't have to set all that stuff up. Anyway, welcome in everyone. Mac, Al, Theron, Willow. Hope you're all doing well. There it goes again. He's got points to burn, Mac. They don't make it easy to get to the place where you can change this. If I could properly find the API endpoint for updating that, I would definitely get my bot to do it for me. But it hasn't bugged me enough in the 113 times I've had to update it. It apparently has not bugged me enough. So, we're working on the Tower of Trials. We're gonna add up some nice artwork. Welcome in, Dupu. We're gonna add in some missing artwork. So far, this is what it looks like. It is, you know what? It's looking all right. I gotta say, I'm pretty satisfied by how this looks so far. I was thinking some vegetation would look cool. You just push Cat through the wall. Some vegetation would look cool. Oh, she doesn't like that. It's fine. Like a little bit of vines here and there, kind of a nature reclaiming thing. Robot's fine. He doesn't care. So that would be nice. I guess this sprite here needs a shadow. This 3D sprite here. How do we need to do that? Shading. No. Flags, right? Is it flags? It's something that I'll never... Shadows. Nope. Transparency. No. It's somewhere around here. Rim lighting. It's not rim lighting. It's definitely not rim lighting. I don't remember where this setting is. But the robot is doing well tonight. Already. Immediately. Immediately. Jeez. Bye. You're gonna run out of points. And what's that? Do you need me to go get your oranges? I have to go get some oranges for Hovercat. She forgot her orange slices downstairs. And then I will do the bike.
Hello. I like your orange. You glad you're gonna ride the bike, joke, Al. That's funny. Hi, Mac. Good to see you. Are you okay? Did you fall? Did you drop my oranges? I mean, are you okay?
Also, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Eventually.
Hi, Willow. Anyway, Dal got me the Stardew Valley cookbook for Christmas.
If you really
So, just wanted to share that.
Big camera. There you go, no green screen.
There you go. I just realized.
What?
Nothing.
I'm not gonna make anything now.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna make. I might make something someday. It's arranged in an interesting way. So it is arranged like by season that you get the recipes. So like first you've got the spring. I guess when you have the ingredients basically. So first you get complete breakfast. I guess it's arranged by season and then by like maybe time of day. I'm not actually sure exactly how it's arranged. But yeah. So you get complete breakfast. Oh, I didn't even know if I give you some bread. And you get the farmer's lunch. What is actually in the farmer's lunch? Now I'm curious. Oh, it's an omelet with some greens. roasted parsnips, and baby arugula. Arugula? Arugula? Hi, Theron.
Chowder.
Seafoam pudding. I'm not sure if seafoam pudding is in here. Chowder, yeah.
You're not gonna have the points for it, Willow.
Fiddlehead risotto. Yeah, I'm probably not making that. Pizza. I could see myself making the pizza, potentially. It looks pretty basic.
It is a pizza.
Yeah. Spring greens pizza with tomato sauce, asparagus, mushroom, and goat cheese pizza. Yeah, I'm not making that. Oh, and they even have a cauliflower pizza crust. Carp surprise. I wonder what the surprise is.
Surprise, it's fish.
Leek, fennel bulb, rainbow Swiss chard leaves, fresh peas, garlic cloves,
Uh-huh.
extra virgin olive oil, fresh chervil leaves. What's chervil? I mean, I assume it's a type of green. No, chervil. It's like Chervil. I wonder if I've heard that before, but never seen it written. Carp, obviously. White wine, capers.
Make a
And salt
pink
and
cake.
buttered lemon. I'm not sure what the surprise is. None of this seems very surprising. There is pink cake in here. Stir fry. That could be good. We could make stir fry.
I don't think people get this really for the recipes. It's more for the
It does have really pretty
nice
art.
pictures, the art, and the lore.
Mm-hmm.
This is canon.
Like the art is
This is
cool.
canon.
Yeah, and you have like from the kitchen of and tells you who it's from.
It's your waifu, Maru.
Yeah, and there's Maru. Right in the book.
Up.
Up.
Higher. There you go.
There we
There she
go.
is. You hit the
Maru.
everything she wants forever. Oh, Dooku, you're such a pot stirrer.
Dooku. Has Dooku noticed that he's on your shirt yet?
Yes.
Just
Said
wondering.
said it was a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Dooku's the one with the big wall of games behind him, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Stardew Valley cookbook. I guess you weren't here when I got it out.
This was one of Hovercat's Christmas presents. Not the one she likes the most.
No. I could show that off too.
This was one of my Christmas presents.
Yes, this was from you.
No, I mean.
Oh yes, that is one of his Christmas presents. Now we're at summer.
Oh, we got 5 minutes left
Whoa.
on this bike ride.
Oh, there we go.
20
Dogs
minutes
is
on the
anyway.
bike. Oh,
40 minutes.
on the bike. I think I would die. That's a lovely picture.
It is a lovely picture. It's not like super Stardew Valley.
It's like a nice
It's
spy
just-
picture there.
It is, yeah. I feel like I should be looking for like a little, I don't know, green man or something. Feels like there's always something like that.
Always something.
So. Wow. Even some sushi in
I
this
used to
thing.
be decent with like aerobic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
You were
was,
getting
I was
old.
willing to run that 5K.
You were willing to run that 5K. That was weird. Like never run, and then
I was like a captive zebra seeing the Serengeti for the first time before me.
yeah,
It's
you'd
just
never
like,
run
I
before.
need to run.
And
Let's run,
then
guys.
you're
come
like, come on, let's run. I was like, what? No, we haven't
That
trained
wasn't
for
part
this.
of the deal.
We were just gonna walk. You kept making me run. It's horrible. But that was years ago. That was like 10 years ago. Our capacity has apparently gone down
think,
since then.
Just think, if the universe aligned in a slightly different way, we would have run that 5K and become running people.
You think so?
We would be doing marathons by now.
Mm-hmm.
Full marathons.
Here's pink cake. Oh,
Yeah, not
pink
so easy.
cake.
Hi, short. I always wear jeans short.
Yeah, he does always wear jeans, always.
In the middle of summer,
Mm-hmm.
always.
You just never see the jeans, but he always wears jeans. Blueberry tart. That looks pretty good. I bet you would like that. Maybe I should make this for you.
I do like blueberries and tarts.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, those cheesecake bites. You know, if you're getting out tart ingredients and blueberries, may as well just make the cheesecake bites.
Yeah, I mean these are slightly different ingredients than
This guy's
than
trying
that,
to make
but
fun of you.
as it turns out,
Look, casual. If you check Germ Dove's Legs channel in his Discord, it's all the proof you need. Everyone, make sure to check out the Legs channel. And if you don't see it, ask Germ Dove about the Legs channel. Ask him why you don't have access to the Legs channel. See if he can defend himself. Occasional
bean hot pot. What is in bean hot pot?
bean, hot,
Lima beans, kidney beans, seasoning, green beans, mushrooms, cherry tomatoes. There's a lot of ingredients in this thing. Potatoes.
90 more seconds.
A lot more in bean hot pot than I knew about. Survival burger.
I'm only using a fraction of my power.
I think the survival burger. Yeah, it's a veggie burger. It's,
Dill pickle
it's
chips.
eggplant.
It's eggplant.
It's an eggplant burger.
Huh. That's it right there, huh?
Yeah,
On the next page was an actual photo?
well maybe.
No, that's what he says. That's what Germ Dove says. That's a cover story.
Yeah, it is an actual photo. There we go. Survival burger.
Try and get the calorie count
Blackberry cobbler.
up to a specific threshold.
Oh yeah.
There goes my heart. I can feel it going.
Oh, it's doing the thing.
No, it's doing normal things. Look, the pumping blood.
Oh, okay. Not the troubling thing.
Not the wiggly heart.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. 92 calories. 10 minutes. Legs or noodles. I mean, that is how it goes.
How it goes?
Totally normal straight. That's game dev. Waka waka.
Well, sometimes you just need to procrastinate the actual game dev. Oh, there is seafoam pudding in this book.
I don't feel very healthy right now. I feel like I'm about to just die.
Don't do that,
But
please.
thanks. Thanks, Willow. This is what being healthy feels like.
Cookies.
Cookies. Alright.
Go away now.
You can go to your book.
Thanks.
I don't think I have any more packs. All right. Yeah, I think we might be out of those. If I find more, I'll let you guys know. Jeez. Everyone says bye. Max says enjoy the oranges. Okay. Hello, everyone. Wait. No. All right. We haven't even done anything. Cut. Hello, everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/dobsworks.com. We're doing game development tonight. That's what we're doing. We're doing the Tower Trials. So far, it's looking all right. Look at this. We got some little fake reflection magic going on there. I love these shadows. They're very cool. Look at that. You can see your own shadow against it. That's such a nice, fun effect. Not seeing the shadow on the wall. That's weird. That's weird, right? Why am I not seeing the shadow on this wall? It casts a shadow. But it's not. Oh. It's sort of receiving a shadow. What direction is the sunlight coming? That way. It's straight up not casting a shadow onto this wall. Or that wall. But yes, on that wall. I know why. I actually know why. Wow, that's dumb. But I do know why. It's because is that why? That might be why. We're gonna find out if that's why. So none of these are receiving shadows, I bet. Nope. Nope. Okay, delete these. Not those, hang on. This, and not this. This, and this. Delete these. Take this, and this, except it's the parent objects. This, and this. No. This. Duplicate those. Put them in right wall. Right there. Move them over. Not the ones I expected. There is a possible way of being able to save the full music project. Gotcha, because it's big file. I mean, Google Spreadsheet or Google Drive is an option if you're just needing to. If it's just filling up your computer too much, you can actually just email it to yourself even, and that works. Believe it or not. Is that getting a shadow? That is now getting a shadow. So dumb. Okay, hang on. Let me bring these back. What is the transform on this? Not this one, but This one. Okay, this does have a negative scale. That is in fact it. It was negative scale, and that does some weird stuff with shadows, apparently. Weird. I wouldn't expect it. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that one can stay, because that one's not receiving shadows that I need to worry about. But that does explain why that looks so wonky. Banjo-Tooie. Everybody loves it. See yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need right there. That looks good. I like that. I think that looks good. Something's still a little weird about it, but no, it's fine. It's fine. It's supposed to look like that. Probably. Okay. This metal bar up front, is it casting shadows? I'm gonna move it around a bit and find out. It is not casting shadows as a 3D sprite. There is a way to do that. I just don't remember what it is. Shading. No. Depth draw mode. No. Cult mode. Probably not. No. Still no shadows. Transparency. Maybe depth pre-pass is the one. That gives me some shadows. Disable culling. There we go. There we go. Now we got the shadows. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some shadows. Some very basic stuff, but we'll take it. That's not what it's called. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's get the doors fixed. I want to give these doors. Oh man, now I'm like waterlogged from downing like a pint of water. It's a lot of N64 games. Have I heard the Pizza Tower OST? No, I don't really have any interest in the game. I'm not going to call it disgusting, because I know that's been thrown around a little bit here and there. Okay, so gate. Gate. What is gate? It is a block. It is just a block. So what I want is this little like fancy texture here. Hello, Germ Dove. Welcome in. Raiders, hello. Speaking of Pizza Tower fans, disgusting. Dove, how was Zelda tonight? Where's my fan mesh thing? Metal grate? There it is. Ugly, ugly game. And Pizza Tower sucks too. Ha ha ha. Where is this? Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, it's doing some goofy stuff. Okay, so what I need. What do I need here? PC crashed on Raid Out. Fun. How exciting. How utterly exciting. That'll great. And then move it under this, I think. Ooh, and then it gets weird. Okay, hold on. Take metal grate. Just undo the transform completely. Except for the scale. Scale is fine. The dedicated wham. Oh, ooh. You just missed the bike. I'm feeling a little rough from biking. Nothing I haven't already added to the spreadsheet. Alright, so let's go with this. Now let's add it to the gate. Now let's do editable children and hide that mesh. There we go. And then metal grate 2 is going to go in this gate. Metal grate. Oh, but then it doesn't go all the way. Okay, we do need to scale it a bit more. Boy, you really did. Jeez. Alright, so I want to scale it a little bit. Also, editable children. Hide this one. Metal grate. Gets a little bit bigger. Along this axis? No. Along this axis? No. Along this axis? Yes. That'll work. Okay, so this one here. Just make it bigger somehow. Like that. Okay, let's see if this works. Yoshi's Island. Okay, that looks fine. That looks alright. And then if we instant win. Perfect. Hi, Day. Cool. Alright, nice. That looks fine. It's okay, Willow. I deserved it. Let's see here. Good night, Willow. Okay. This area could do with like some random metal panels. Don't you all agree? Of course you do. Panels. So we're gonna add a mesh instance, 3D. We're gonna make it a box. There it is. There's our box right there. And honestly, that's a pretty good looking box already, but we are going to give it a material. Make it a little bit less rough. A little bit more metallic. Pit Tower battle theme. A special version of the battle theme? Huh. I wouldn't be opposed to a special battle theme. Either either totally unique or I do not have a PO box for Pokemon cards. I'm sorry. Either a totally unique track, or you could make it a kind of a remix of the default battle theme. That is something that the Thousand Year Door remake did pretty well, is variations. Like, yeah, you can go totally unique. I would love it if it included a hint of the main theme from the battle soundtrack that you got. Maybe the dun 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 dun. Just, but even in a minor key is fine. But just something identifiable that's very in your face. Like, oh, I hear it. Hey, listen, that's the part from the thing. You know, as long as it's got something like that in there. Okay, panel. Wow, look at that panel right there. Look at that nondescript panel. Actually, you know what? It's so nondescript. It's so nondescript. I shouldn't make the mesh a different size. I should just do a transform instead. Because there's a weird thing with meshes. If you duplicate it and they share the same mesh, you can't resize everything. You don't have to make any asset stay. It's all right. We've got our top min. That's not to say that, you know, I don't appreciate the contributions that everyone hopes to add in. There we go. So we're gonna do that. Nest it. Resize. See what I'm getting? You see what I'm getting at here? See what I'm getting at here? Look at that. Look at that. Now, honestly, this is way too that. You see it. You see it. Gotta use that version of moving around more. Now, how does that actually look once we get all the reflections baked in? That looks super weirdly flat. I don't like it. It needs some actual texture thrown on there. Any texture. Not the wall texture. Not the wall texture. That one's okay. What else we got? What else we got? Nope. Not wood. Not hay. That's fun. That's a nice gray, but the brick does not go well with that. Dark oxide. That's what I'm using for the columns there. I don't want to like pull out a whole new one. I guess I can do... No, that'd be baked into the texture. Let's just do... That one looks fine. And then what are we using for the pipes here? I don't even know. It's probably one of these rust textures. Rust 2, Rust 1. Let's do Rust 1. It's still fairly dark, but... I can barely see that, huh?
too dark. What are we using down here on the ground? That's this one, isn't it? No, it's not. Let's see. Surface material override. It is oxide. Okay, interesting. Allegedly. I mean, that's fine right there. I think that's all right. We could add a second, smaller one of those right next to it. We need to do a little bit of shenanigans to deal with the curved nature of the wall here. Like that. Blooper surfing. Everyone loves blooper surfing, let me tell you. Okay. You know what? Let's do it back. You know what? We haven't fought in a bit. Let's do some fighting here. Let's not use the debug items. Let's actually fight a little bit. A piggle. An easy pig. A blooper. I can barely hear the sound effects over the non-standard music. Bong. Easy. Let's crank those sound effects. Secret category just does not exist. It cannot. Oh, I've broken something here with this. I don't know what I did to break this that badly. You just gotta believe. The gate needs a noise. Gate needs a noise. And I guess once we get the decorations in place, let's whip up a good background for the battles that take place in this area. Get rid of this placeholder for this zone. Easy. Like, it might just be the same sound effect as the battle ka-thunk. You know, when you go into a battle, there's a nice ka-chung, ka-chung. That would... Why do I have two partners following me around now? I don't know what happened. I don't know why there's two of her. It's weird, right? That's not supposed to happen. Alright. Are there gonna be three of her the next time I get into this room? Evil twin. It's the only thing that makes sense. Why are there two of you? Alright. Hang on, we have suddenly we have questions. I don't know why there's two following me around. I need to find out what the sound effect noise is for that I can... Okay, it's just two. Oh wait, I do know what it is. I do know what it is. It's something I messed with just the other day. It's this right here. Partner gets added by something else, right? On what? What adds it though? There, that's what adds the partner. This doesn't need to add the partner. Okay, well that's fixed. Cool. Sound effect. Battle manager. No, it's the battle. What is it? Is it the scene transition? Is it the scene manager that makes this sound? Perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps not this animation player then. Well, what is it that plays the noise for the... Huh. I actually don't know what makes the noise. Let's see here. UI transition rattle. Where does that get used, if anywhere? Find it. It's here. Oh, it is in the scene manager. Okay. Right there. Okay, so I can actually add this to the trial room's animation for the gate. So what we'll do is we'll go into gate, and it has a door close animation. We can actually add a track here. So let's go into the 3D here. So this animation controls, allegedly controls the position of, there it goes, okay. So what we'll do is we're gonna add a call method track. Oh, can you not? Interesting. I thought you would be able to hit auto loads, but maybe not. Or what do you call it? I guess it doesn't. Oh, I guess you can. I guess you can. I think. Can I? Maybe not. Okay, so what I need to do is go into the script for the trial room and add a pass-through function. Play sound effect. Play SFX. So insert key. Play okay. Trial manager, right? Isn't that the one that has the function? I just added to the wrong thing, that's why. This is the one. This is the one. What are you intimidated by right now today? Dupu knows a lot of Factorio, like it or not. Which is to say, Dupu, like it or not, you know a lot of Factorio. Search results, that's the one. Okay, we got the rattle. So now I should be able to say, play this, and pass in parameter. It is a string with value that. And then slam is the other one.
So insert a key, play this with this. So let's see if that works. Hey, all right. The way I'm doing it is dumb, admittedly. The way I'm doing it is dumb. The reason I'm doing it in this overly complicated way is because I have a overly complicated system because I'm making an overly big game. As an example, let's pull up another project that I was working on with Little Toadette. And we can see how easy it would be to add just... So here's the game that I've been working on with Little Toadette. We spent like an hour doing this the other day. This is all it is. And you can do this. She said she wanted 100 of these, but we stopped at 28. Wow, that's the game. That's literally it. So what you could do... I'm just going to add a node to contain some other nodes and a folder to contain some audio files. So let's see here. Let's open up our Dabble audio. Where did I put that? Here it is. Let's do this one, I think. Come on, media player. There we go. That's a good little bumper flip. We're just going to add that one in. Boom. All right. So I add it to the project. It's not in the scene yet. It's just part of the project. And now I'm going to add a new node into the scene. An audio stream player. Just a regular one. I don't need it to have 2D or 3D because I don't need it to know it's like left-right balance based on the camera position or anything like that. It just plays the audio stream player. I'm going to drag my sound file onto that, and I can actually I think I can test this some. Oh, I can only test this here. There it is. So what I'm going to do now is I have a script. The entire function for the ball is here, and the function for the paddle is here. That's the only two scripts in this entire thing. And what I can do is I can, what is it, control drag? No, drag and then control release to gain access to this in the script without typing it. That's just easier. You can actually type the code out. I'm gonna call it Weep Noise is my variable name. And I'm gonna say that if input dot is action just pressed, input key. When you press the button, if you just press the button for the first time, then weep noise dot play. That's it. That's the code to play this to play it. That's it. That's how you add sound. Is you just you can drag it into your script and just tell it, okay, play it whenever the code says to play it. Optionally, you can do it in a lot of different ways, but if you already have a script, that works just fine. Let's see. Can you actually add it to... Oh, wait a second. Okay, yeah. You can add it to animation players if you want to. That works generally, but this audio file is not technically part of this scene. It's part of another scene that contains commonly used sound effects. So it wouldn't work. That method wouldn't work for me.
Animation player. Add a call method track. Manager. And I don't need the slam here. Also, I need this on the other one. Call method on trial manager. Make sure this looks okay. Is this one? Okay, right there is when it's going to play the sound. All right, cool. Let's flip this other animation back the way it was. Now let's see. Maybe we'll make it less sound effect reuse at some point. Hi, Dave. Yeah, I may try to get a variant of that sound so it doesn't just basically play the same sound effect once for when you enter the room and another for when you enter the battle, and then again for when you exit the battle. That's fine. Okay, we have sound effects now. Well, cool. This room is looking not too bad, actually. This is interesting, and I didn't plan this, so I don't know if this is actually happening, if I'm just seeing things, or if this is the lighting engine doing it. But that looks like... Is that the light doing that? This sort of line here? Or is that just part of the texture? Because I like it if that's just like... I don't know. It's fine. It's good. It's good, whatever it is. Have to squint hard. They don't exactly pop, but they don't need to. They're not a detail that you're looking for. They're just noise. But they're just scene texturing, I guess. I don't want everyone to have to notice every little piece that's going on. So that is completely fine. I don't want the brain to get overloaded with miniature details. All right, well that's pretty good then, guys. I think this room is looking good. I don't know if there's anything else I want to add to it for now. Paper style games are fun, and the weird thing is it's not every paper-like game. Like they all seem to share the paper style, even though that's completely detached from the gameplay typically. Like you look at Bug Fables, the fact that everything is flat, it's not anything. It doesn't do any kind of like, oh, we can turn sideways and walk through tiny gaps. No, we're gonna make puns about paper. No, nothing. It's just the only reason it's paper is so that you as the player know this is a game that is in the style of Paper Mario. And I love that. I love that. It's very honest with the player. It's like, you know what you're getting from this game, which is exactly what I want to do. All right, cool. So this room is looking pretty good. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna copy a lot of it out to make. We haven't done this much at all. Battle sets. Battle sets. So what we need to do is take the whole trial room scene and duplicate it. Excuse me. Come on. Okay. don't like how long it takes to scan files. That's a little worrying. Okay. Trial room. What are we gonna do here? We're going to take out this, 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 take out this. Yeah, actually. Take out this. Yeah, that's good. All right, this is so cool that it's this easy. I don't think I've ever shown off this system before. There are a handful of things that I've worked on. Hang on, let me get another drink of water. Okay. Let me get a bit of candy. Gotta get through this Christmas candy slowly but surely. Okay. There are a handful of things that I've worked on off stream that just are in the game now. They work, they're fully working systems, but they weren't that interesting to show off the coding for because, I don't know, there's just not that much to it. One such thing is the way that we can swap out the battle set, the backdrop to the battle. So we actually have multiple set designs that battles can take place on that are based on areas of the game. The idea is that if you get into a battle in that area of the game, you go to a set that matches. Thank you for the follow there, appreciate that. So the way we can make these is basically just grab an entire room that is representative of whatever area that we're doing the fight in, and then open up our battle manager. Is that the one? Which one is it? Actually, I know exactly how to find which one it is. Right there. Which set do we get? It was the scene manager. Let's see. So we can say if you are in the chapter 0 zone, then why don't you use the such and such scene? And that's it. That's it. Oh, thank you also for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, so it doesn't do it initially because I haven't set it up to know what scene you start on. But if we just use our debug item, hi Kara, whichever you prefer. Hard to distinguish that in text alone, understandably. So now we've just loaded into a new scene, and now when we go into a battle, hopefully, look at that. We now have a battle room for this fight, and that's looking pretty good. What site am I using? What do you mean? What site am I using for what? Are you asking about the game engine, maybe? If that is what your question is, the game engine is Godot. I want to pull this set back a bit, I think. Let me try some things here. I want to get this just right, and I need to eyeball it for that, which is usually the opposite of what you want to do when you want to get something just right. So battle... battle... What adds that, actually? Scene manager? What site am I using to dev? It is Godot is the engine that we're using here. Let's change to Luigi's theme. There we go. One of the most Paper Mario songs of all Paper Mario. Can we have the music a little lower? Yeah, we can turn it down a bit. Admittedly, I cranked it a bit earlier because I was in the zone. Okay, so battle decor. Find that. There we go. This is where we load it. Line 40 up here. We add it as a child to Battle Manager. Okay, so this is it right here. So let's mess with the position of this. Right there is what I want, I think. What's our position there? Negative 2.5. Got it. So let's edit our test zone here and pull it out by 2.5. That's the rotation. That's not what I wanted. That would be very funny. Okay, I believe, yeah. So now this is where we're going to be fighting. Sometimes you got to squint your ears, and that's just a fact of life, unfortunately. Now, one thing I would like to change on this a little bit, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to make this work. Is there a way? Is there a way? So Scene Manager bases this on the current room key, and room key is based on when you enter a new room, it grabs the resource location tied to that scene. But when you first load it up, like when you first load in the map, it doesn't actually know which scene it is because it hasn't gone through a room transition yet. So we're gonna see if we can fix that a little bit. How do we do that? Let's do a little bit of research real quick. Godot, get file system location of initial scene. This is specifically for when we are doing run current scene with F6. Let's see here. So maybe also look for F6. Let's see here. What can we do to get that? Because when we load our scene for the first time, we do this. We get tree current scene. What can I gather from that? What can I gather from that? When I first load up the room, what is it gonna get me? It gets me the node. That's not great. What about get tree? What if I just do get tree? What do I get out of that? Just gives me gives me scene tree. Huh. Which I assume is gonna give me this object here, right? 2806. Is that the object I'm seeing? Maybe not. That's just the window. So I don't know what scene tree specifies. What I'm hoping to find is kind of the folder layout, like the file system location of the launched scene. Let's see here. Because it's really only that initial time that's making it have to load all these debug scenes that I don't want to bother with. I would love for it to know which scene it's starting on correctly. Let's see here. No, that doesn't help me. Do. Could I navigate? Could I navigate the hierarchy of the file system, perhaps, to find? That would be a little bit annoying, but I only have to do it once. So we could recursively search the file system. Let's see if that's something we can do. Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Scene tree. Oak stairs. Good initial guess. Very good initial guess. Let's see here. Going all out. Oak banner. Oak banner. Let's see. File system. Can I reference the file system? Reference the file system doc? Editor file system. That's not what I want. I may be biting off more than I can chew for tonight here. I don't know if I want to get into this. This seems like a weird way to solve the problem as well. So heads up, the idea, specifically what I'm looking to do here, whenever I move from one area and I go through a door into the next area, I have a little transitionary zone here that tells me the location of the scene that I'm going to. And then I can look it up in my list of scenes and then load that room. And place my player at whichever door label that they're coming in through. So if I'm coming in from the left side into this room, I know where to spawn myself. If I'm actually coming in from the right side, I'll spawn myself in the correct spot. Also, that lets me track what my current room code is, which is something I use internally for determining things like, hey, which background music do I need to be playing? And in this instance, more importantly, what backdrop do I need to use if I get into a battle? What's the default backdrop? The problem is when I initially start the game, I don't know which scene I'm going to load into. Now, in the finished version, I know I will land on a title page, and that will take me to a page where I can start a new game, or where I can load in a save file. And in those cases, I will know which scene I'm loading into and can handle it appropriately. But from the editor, I have the option to start just whatever scene I'm currently looking at, which is great for quickly debugging and running around on a scene. What it's not great for is knowing which scene I actually loaded in initially. I don't have a great way to figure that out. I would love if Godot would tell me, if it would tell me what's going on here. Like, what scene did I just load? Like, I've got the instance. Can I grab the instance? Oh, hang on. Can I grab the instance? Is that something I can actually grab? Let me see here. Remote. Path. Okay, that's the path within the current tree. But instance. What is this instance business? Okay, that's the terminology I need, I think. Get instance file system. I don't want to instantiate. That's not what I'm looking for. How to fetch the file path for an object. Now this is for Godot 3. Node.file name. Wow. Is it genuinely that simple? Let's find out. Scene file path. That might be the Godot 4 version. That could fix this. That could fix this immediately. That's it. That is it. Okay, so this is our sample here. This is what this returns, is this. I want to set our value. I want to set our current room key. And this is only going to be for when the game is in a sort of a debugging state. Take this, and replace this part with nothing. And replace .tscn with nothing. And that should give us current room key. Let's get into a fight and see if that works. Do we get the fancy background for the fight? All right. Cool. I think there's something else I want to change in here, though, and that's the rotation of everything. The camera is kind of... Hang on, let me pull this around. The camera is kind of like up high looking down, and so you get this very wide floor. I want to narrow that out a bit, either by squishing the entire scene or by rotating the scene to kind of tilt it away from the camera. So let me let you guys watch that while I mess with some dials and see what happens here. So we've got our decor here. So one option is the rotation around the x-axis. So it could be something like that. Not that exactly, but you get the idea. Alternatively, we could scale this on the z-axis like this. Make it a little bit more shallow. But that throws off our lighting, doesn't it? I do want the lighting to be working properly. I could probably change the light a little bit. So let's say we scale it by 0.6. Position to here. I don't want things getting... Whee, there it goes. That is probably fine. Maybe right about there. And then the lighting. Directional lighting. How do we change this rotation here? Ooh. Ooh. Undo that. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a lot to change here. Let me jot some numbers down here. That's going to change to that. And then the whole thing gets squished by 0.6 at negative 1.5. Whew. Okay, got it. Everybody got those numbers? Squish to 0.6. Oops. Unlock 0.6, negative 1.5. And the lighting on the x-axis changes to negative 57.5. Try it again. Make sure everything looks okay. Yeah, so this is how it looks normally. And then in the battle variant, yeah, that's great. And it's just kind of a scaled down version of the room. And that's fine, honestly. Yeah, cool. That'll work. We may add a little bit more visual interest, like maybe just a big mystery metal box over here that I don't know what it is. But yeah, there we go. Let's commit those changes before I forget. Get that committed and pushed to source control. And now, I think we're ready to start a new scene. And not just any scene, a very important scene. So this one was a good setup for what we're going to be doing. We are going to have a room that is kind of in the same general area of the world. The hub, the main central hub of the game, is actually going to be a similar theme to this, kind of dilapidated industrial infrastructure. Plot-wise, the idea is that this area is the underpinning infrastructure workings of this magical, mysterious city that's up above. And people are just living here, and they are taking they're making excursions to the surface to this ancient city that is no longer functioning in any way, and just kind of pilfering and scavenging whatever they can find. And so you're gonna have this very ramshackle town. We're gonna do some corrugated metal. I need to make a corrugated metal texture. Probably just sheets of broken wood. If we can find, we'll make a good texture for that. Possibly some tarp texture. Those could always be fun. And yeah, we're just gonna build like this dingy, like drainage system, drain pipe looking system, and then build a town into it. And that's gonna be our hub world. So yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm pretty excited about that. Whoops, finger slipped. All right, so let's get started. So this is gonna be scene, new scene here. Is there anything we need? I guess we just need the environment, directional light. There's no special scripts we have to add for every scene, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want. If there's ever anything that you're having to add to every single scene, that's a code smell. You need to rethink how you're doing that. No, that was a shoot-on-sight scenario. So let's see here. So we could just wholesale just slap something down from nothing. I'm gonna actually copy the trial room, and just call this hub A, let's say, because there may be multiple hub zones. All right, get rid of the enemy. Get rid of the trial manager. No camera controls yet. No cinematic yet. There will be a cinematic. No target, no treasure chests. Keep the decor. We're gonna recycle some of the decor. Oh yeah, decor also is including our reflection probe, isn't it? Hilariously. Ooh, Shadow Sirens theme? The fans may show up. Reflection probe. Front invisible wall. We will probably have some. And a few, a little, oh, okay. You have a song. You have a song. So this is a new fight music. Hey, Slav. So here, let's get into a fight here. So this is specific for the trial chamber. Oh, and we actually have the trial music, don't we? I bet Godot has a built-in, like, effect. Look at this. There it is. Reverb. I want to get like an echo effect, basically. I have no idea if this is the right way to do this. I would expect like just there to be one called echo, but maybe not. We'll have to check that out later. Chorus. Art break. We'll do an art break. Let's check out Casual's music. Let me turn this up a bit. Yeah, the bass, I was gonna say, the bass is a little bit hot. All right, yeah, no, that's cool. I think that's a good starting point there. The bass, yeah, definitely a little bit. I think it's pretty good, personally. Yeah, it's GarageBand's fault, obviously. Okay, we will get the next one started. Let's do a little break here. Here, I got an idea. In my opinion. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Hang on. Slam that door again. I love that. Hi, Turtle. That's a lot of reverb. Yeah, that's way too much reverb, but I love that that is something we can do with basically just like turn it on per scene, turn it off per scene, whatever. It really helps sell the empty openness. I think that would be great for this room, actually. All right, turn it off though. We'll work on that at some point. That's good to remember that that works. Okay. Anyway, what I was doing was pulling up this so that while the art break is going on, we can pull up our, okay, first get the art program going and get this guy up here. There he is. All right, let's do some art. Day has redeemed the art. Turtle, hope you're doing well. I don't know if you saw, it was a few days ago, we cracked open one of those Halloween Pokemon packs from years ago that you sent me. It had a bird, I think, for Al, so that was good. We're all pretty excited about that. We're pretty excited about the bird. Okay, we are going to, I guess let's do a basic corrugated metal texture here. I'm wondering if I should have gone with Photoshop instead for this. No, we'll do this. We'll do this. Bird for Al. Is the mic still okay? Yeah. I touched the USB cord and got worried. Okay, hang on. Get rid of the Shadow Sirens music. Go with the Shadow Sirens battle. A lot of Thousand Year Door has this like wah instrument. It's just part of the game's musical vocabulary. All right. Okay. All right, we want to make sure this is... oh, Tom Marks, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Sorry, my robot is covering up the raid alert. I gotta fix that. Welcome in, raiders. Thank you so much. What were you up to tonight? There we go. Notification is now above the robot. Software and game development. That makes sense, because that is what happens is if I ever see someone who I don't know, it usually means that we're sharing a category. PlayStation 2 dev, man. I know that PlayStation 2 was, as the kids say, a vibe. I did not have any Sony consoles growing up. I was strictly Nintendo. Not out of some deep console war tribalism, but just because that's what I got for Christmas was a Nintendo. An NES, an SNES, an N64, a Game Boy, GameCube, not a Game Boy Advance. No Game Boy Advance. Bought my own DS after I actually had a wage. But yeah, welcome in. What of PlayStation 2 dev? Historically, like, have you worked on PlayStation games, either original development or mods, or just kind of an interesting hobby learning project sort of thing? Console development, like old console development, is fascinating to me just because of what developers were able to get away with. Like the crazy black magic. Just curious about the hardware. That's very fair. I think, gosh, anything beyond NES or Game Boy is probably above my pay grade. But it's all like this deep magic, like the original Pokemon with them all having unique noises they make, and that is amazing, like reuse of data in an incredible way. So creative. Let's work out the mysterious unique assembly you need to write for the vector units doing 3D math. I see lots of videos about retro hardware and kind of the tricks they pull for that sort of thing, and it is just beyond me. It's like I know the terms, I know the concepts, but the fact that people were able to do that is just it is humbling that people were able to be that clever. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All follows are anonymous. I've never done anything for like hardware stuff. Like the closest I've gotten is some ROM hacking for Super Mario World. They run math on things that should not have enough power to run math. It is ridiculous. I guess part of it is because I've always had this abstraction in my head of how computers work, and it's a falsehood. It is a flat out lie. Computers do not work the way that I'd like to think they do, but the abstraction I have in my head allows me to very effectively program in specific ways. Like for corporate applications where you're building on these like several layers above hardware, it's like I don't have to know about all these chips and what they do and why this one has to be this many clock cycles ahead of that one because we actually run up against the speed of light. I don't want to know about that. I like the idea of computers follow instructions in the order you write them, and then they do exactly what it says in the documentation. There's nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What are we making here? We're making corrugated metal. I need to turn on the thing. Not that one. No, that'll be fine. No, yeah, that's beyond me. Something kind of like that. I want it to look kind of painted on a bit. I like the way they did that in Team Fortress 2 and Ghibli movies, which is a weird combination of things. I'm pretty sure the TF2 devs based their art on Ghibli and like the Norman Rockwell kind of stuff, the war propaganda posters. But the style of Ghibli, where the brush strokes, you can kind of see the brush strokes and they get smaller towards the background. Like, just the effect of using the brush in a certain way to enhance the illusion of depth. Very cool stuff. But the takeaway that I'm taking from that is I want all the textures in the game to have visual brush strokes. I think it's a fun stylistic thing. Oh, you know, I should probably even mention what I'm doing, because I have not said that at all. I'm working on a game very similar to the style of Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door from the Nintendo GameCube era. It does not have a great working title, but this is vaguely what it looks like. This is a dingy kind of area, so it's not as pretty as some of our happy-go-lucky green grass and happy flowers areas that we were previously working on, but it's let me kind of try some fun stuff. Got some whimsy, a little bit of whimsy, and awkward angles going on in fun ways. I need to make these pipes more whimsical and give them weird rotations and stuff. Hey Hudson, I'm trying to get away from everything being on grid, like on orthogonal axes, because I think it adds more to the appeal of the game if things are a little bit tilted in ways and kind of sketchy angles. Anyway, Hudson, we're making corrugated metal. So let's see here. The real-time ray tracing, yeah, that's what that is. Oops. Yeah, this is fine, honestly. Metal is a classic. Everyone loves some good ray traced metal. I kind of want to stretch this out like a lot. 'Cause I'm getting a lot of like lininess here that I don't approve of. Make a Roblox video. Yeah, good old Roblox. Roblox. That's the guy. Okay, that fixes it a bit. Tin roof kind of, yeah, that's what I'm going for. That wavy metal. Wavy metal. And we're going to slap that all over the place in this hub world zone. I think that's pretty good. That's the texture we need for now. I am on the fence about whether or not I want to try doing normal maps. That could add some cool shadow effects, especially if we have some moving light sources. But if I start adding normal maps, yes, corrugated metal. If I start adding normal maps to one thing, I'm gonna have to start adding them to everything, and I'm gonna get really bogged down in doing that. You're gonna do the last level video. I'm so burned out on Mario Maker. Man, I almost lost my temper with someone on the Team Fantastic Mario Maker Discord server. There's this guy that just loves to talk about how nobody is making levels for this Mario Maker team anymore. And that's all he's been doing for like the past year is he'll come into the server and he'll say, Team Fantastic's dead. And that's all he has to add. There's not even a conversation going on. That's how he starts up the conversations again. I'm like, dude, I don't know if you're just looking to pick a fight or like what? It's like if you're trying to get people to make levels, starting out the conversation by telling them game's dead, nobody plays it anymore, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, if you're complaining about nobody kicks him out, actually, hilariously, I actually called him out on it and I said, actually, this was perhaps petty. This was perhaps petty. I did a search for his name and the word dead in the Discord, and I just screenshotted the results that showed him like over the past year, like 8 or 9 different times, coming back with results of him saying team's dead, Mario Maker's dead, this team's dead. And then I went for the actual using my words method of saying like, look, dude, I don't know what you're aiming for here, but this doesn't seem like the way to get it. So I don't know what you want here. It seems like all you're doing is just saying the team's dead. And he said, well, you know what else I can do? And he didn't say anything, and I was like, I don't know what you're getting at here. It turns out I had the new users channel muted because apparently he left the server and came back immediately, which actually broke his integration with the bot that keeps track of which levels you've beaten. So his profile is no longer linked to that Discord, and I don't know how to fix that. I just manage the website, so you just check that you saw the screenshot. All right, the hub. We're making a hub world. We're gonna base it on the trial room. So the trial room is based on the pit of 100 trials from Thousand Year Door. It is similar of you're gonna fight a bunch of monsters and occasionally get a treasure and occasionally get an option to bow out, take your winnings and leave. And then there's gonna be a variant of it which is never ending and has treasures getting better and better and monsters getting beefier and beefier. But this sort of dilapidated industrial infrastructure is going to be the theme we're using for the hub zone. Oh, good. All right, so we are going to work on that. Back wall is going to be a little bit different. The fans, we'll pull them in if we need them. Get rid of the lights for now. This is just decor. Hide the panel. Hide the pipes. Hide the rail. Hide the columns. We got gates. We got grates. We got everything you could ask for. The updates for Mario Maker 2 stopped too early. I saw a cool project was recommended to me on YouTube, which is someone has made a let's say a port of Mario Maker 2 on PC. I watched a bit of footage of it, and I really like. Okay, likes and dislikes. Likes. They've actually got some new cool ideas to throw in that keeps things fresh. The specific update video was talking about how, if you drag a hard block onto an enemy, it grants that enemy an extra hit of damage. Like, if you jump on a Goomba that you've dragged a hard block onto, it doesn't die immediately. You bounce off of it, and you have to bounce on it again to kill it. That's cool. And you can do 2 hits, 5 hits, 10 hits, 20 hits, or something like that. It's like, that's pretty neat. And you can drag something else to make the enemy shoot fire, or make the enemy shoot ice balls, or make the enemy float in the air, like actually fly. Or make the enemy move faster. It's like, all right, that's really cool. Like, you can make variants of enemies. I know why Nintendo doesn't want to do that, because typically they want at a glance you to know what something is going to do, and because it doesn't give the enemy any different visual aspect, like you run up on a Goomba, you're not going to know immediately how many hits it has. It's like, okay, I get why Nintendo doesn't want to do it. How big is this place going to be? It's going to be huge, right? It's going to be huge. Floor going. It's not. We'll use some CSG shapes maybe. Yeah, I was like, all right, that's some cool ideas that they've got. I didn't. The ability to attach one of 3 items to enemies: bumpers, saws, and claws. That's cool. That's really cool. Like, throw a Monty Mole with a bumper around it, and now you've got a new, interesting level element that is not possible in Maker. Very cool idea. That's very creative. Hats off. Things I don't like about what I saw. 1, I can tell the physics are not right. Like, I'm looking at them and I'm like, that's not quite how that movement works. I don't even have the controller, but I can tell that acceleration is it's a hair off, which really makes me sad for myself that I played the game so much that I can just look at the game being played and realize, no, those are the wrong physics. No, it seems like this port has been out for a while, so I don't know. Back wall. I guess we'll get rid of back wall for now. It's because of Dab Worlds, yeah. What else? You know what? Let's make an honest to goodness variant of the block, so this will be easier to slap together. Other thing I don't like is you have a complete rip of the audio and sprites of Mario Maker. That's not good for longevity of the community. Nintendo doesn't care for that. Nintendo is not a fan of that. So personally, I see that and I'm like, that's not very forward thinking. You need it. You need it initially to get people in, but after that, you gotta swap out those assets. I'm thinking specifically of Y, who's doing his Godot rewrite of SMW, using the assembly knowledge he has gained from working with ROM hacking. Like, he knows the formula for how slopes work in Mario World, which is a scary thing in of itself. Let's see here. It's this floor one, right? Can I make this? Can I save this as a... No, I can't. Okay, so it would have to be this. Block industry. Save that as a scene. Oh, I have to use new inherited scene instead. Because it's already instantiated. Great. So, new inherited scene, huh? Is that what you're saying? No? Okay, let's do it this way. Let's do new inherited scene from here. Block industry. Industry, yes. Okay, textures. We'll throw on our texture. Looking great, first of all. That is looking great. It's not looking great at all. Is this rotated? Is that rotated? What's the transform on this guy look like? No? Okay. All right, what are the textures we were using on this one? It is oxide and stained are the names of them. Okay, 1 oxide, 2 stained. Hello, is this working? Okay. Scenes, shared, blocks, industry block. Is that all I need? We good? Hub A. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of all of these. All of these. Get rid of them. Can't operate. Oh, I see. I see the problem. Okay, so now I should be able to plop this down, scale it. Let's actually throw these in a container node as the level geometry. I think that'll make things a little bit easier to manage. What were we talking about? Mario Maker clone. Yeah, the fact that it uses basically all the assets from Mario Maker is not good. That's not gonna make that last. Something is weird here, and that is the UV on this. Can I rotate the UV? I can't, can I? But it's definitely like. That's weird. That's weird, right? Huh. It's fine. I'll deal with it. I'll just leave it. Okay. Let's get a nice area to work with. I should probably do this as a CSG. Oh, this isn't UV. Hang on. Hang on now. Or it's not it is triplanar. It is triplanar. Are we sure? Are we sure that it's using proper triplanar? It says it is. It says it is. But I can't help but notice that when I stretch this out, that does not look like... It's not... It's weird. Don't worry about it. Why is this... Is this supposed to be a triplanar texture? Very mysterious. Very mysterious. Oh, maybe this is causing issues here. I mean, that's certainly something going on there. Oh, actually, that does look better. That does actually look better. Okay. So get in here, check it out. Does it work? Wow. This would be a large-ish hub area. It always does that if you guess all letters. And I've never bothered fixing it. I do kind of want to make this CSG just so I can make some holes in it. But I don't know if that's worth doing. We'll leave it for now. This will just be the absolute bottom, the base here. All right, so let's see here. So here's the idea. Here's the idea I've got. Turn off the Shadow Sirens music. Okay, so you're gonna enter this zone, and you're gonna come in from like the back, somewhere along in the back, like maybe the back right side. And you're gonna come up through a tiny little hole in the wall, and then the music is gonna kick in, and it's gonna lock your movement for a bit. It's gonna like auto walk you a little bit. And while that's going on, it is going to, let's see, where's Hub? Where's Hub? It's going to start pulling the camera out, like a slow pan out of a section of the Hub world. Let's see here. I think it is this one. So it's gonna slowly pan out, and like you'll pass by some things like from the ceiling and floor that are tall, so that it'll like suddenly enter and then come back, boom, like lock in there. And then you can go explore. That's the idea. That is the idea there. Let's see. Give me. No. Glitzville, sure. But anyway, that's the idea. Is it's going to be like a pull the camera out to see this big expansive view of the area, and then return the camera, snap it back, and then you're given free reign to wander around. Will it work? We will see. It's weird. The lighting gets weird if you turn a shape inside out. I mean, I guess that's fine. Lighting, directional light. I don't know that there's gonna be real directional light, or if it's all gonna be internal, like actual omni light sources or something. We'll see how that works. Because like a ceiling plate would be interesting, like that. Like that you are actually under some great city. I think what you would actually need the camera to like be able to tilt back a bit and see that as you're going. And that'll be tricky, but not impossible. And then you could do something like this. What did I just hit? What does T do? There we go, something like that. Left wall, duplicate, bring it over there. There's your right wall. And so the entire hub zone is sort of this interior, but with a large opening in the front. I'm thinking a drain pipe shape. like kind of the upper 3/4 of a circle. Oops, that was the wrong button. Now it's loading from, I don't even know what the initial scene, oh, it's loading from the debug zone. Don't want that. Okay. So I want things to be kind of stacked up a bit. It probably needs to be bigger than this. If I'm just guessing here. We need to start making some stuff within here and try and get a feel for how much stuff we need. I know we're gonna want like I don't know, like not exactly a river, but like a drainage channel that spills out to the main opening, with various little waterways feeding that. Now, what does that look like? Do we use a CSG? If I use a CSG shape, like how does the texturing look on this? I don't actually remember. New variant sent. Okay, one moment. Like, how do you... I don't think you can get away with this, can you? Yeah, because you only get a single texture. You don't get a side texture that's different. I don't think there's any way to do that. Maybe with some kind of shader, you could probably do it, but... Alright, let's check this out. Casual's got new music for the pit battle theme. I do like that bass line. I'm not crazy about that voicing. This is good. I like this little string section. There's something I'm listening for there. I want to go back in and listen for the allusion to the main battle theme. Is that it right there? Because that's the similar rhythm. Well, now I'm like thinking like, wait, what's the battle music? How does the battle music sound? What even, do we have battle music? What, have we ever had battle music? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's like inverted, I guess? Bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da. So it's dip 1, back up, dip, rise 2, da-da, and then back down, da-da, versus. I can't actually place it. There's a parallel there. It's a little tenuous. Like it's almost like if someone pointed that out, you could easily say that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if that's really referencing that or not. it's probably okay as is. Maybe I should re-listen to the whole part. That's okay. With the melody. I thought that was the melody. Okay, we're not to a melody yet. Okay. Oh, it was... the third phrase? Maybe? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be there. It's just that it's... I don't know. I can't place it properly. It's like a magic eye kind of thing. I'm staring at it. And I'm like... Yeah, it's subtle. I can't find it with my senses. Don't like this thing. Don't like this block. Get rid of it. It displeases me. Magic ear. That's the one. Have a good night, Casual. Thank you for doing music. I want to make sure that the big channel is too big to jump across. Which doesn't leave a lot of space. Some speedrunner could make that. I want to have like what looks like streets and alleyways. But it's going to be weird. I need to make sure that things open up as you go out so the camera doesn't clip into stuff very much. Or rewrite the camera code. Possible. There we go. You can kind of see across, but can't get across. We need some water texture there. That's just not much room, but I don't know what all buildings I want. What do I want the buildings to look like, even? Cobbled together. They're all cobbled together. That's the idea. All right, let's get this PNG in here. Dabbletail's art. Texturing. I never saved the corrugated metal. Lots of windows, yeah. Some of it might need to be made in Blender. Let's see here. I might actually want to make some of this in Blender, unfortunately. So we'll block some things out, though. Can I just, like... One thing I could do is just throw in the Sprite 3D. Okay, size that. Yeah, like triple it. But also yeah, have it repeat. Okay, like this. Put it up here. Give me another one of these. I can actually step onto to get up there. Yeah, the buildings need to be higher up in the back so you can see them more clearly. But also you need to be able to walk across the top because interesting exploration opportunities that way. So, if anything, probably needs to be like barely tilted down over, I don't know what. Another one of these, sure. Doesn't really matter. It's gotta be Mario. Yeah, this, but like better texturing. Like that could be about the size of one placeholder, not really a building. We'll probably have a lot of those, you know, like it's not actually a building, but it's a solid object. Mario Golf. Just a solid object that is taking up space and providing the building blocks of platforming. That's the idea with a lot of them. Water. We could grab water from here. There it is. There's water. For better or for worse. We're gonna need to change the color of that. The touring of the toadstool. Cool. Good. Let's see. I've got some kind of flag in here on the mesh where I can mess with the color a bit, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Get a little bit more sewer water. Grayish, off-putting. There you go. That looks great. Oh, everybody loves Team Fortress 2 weapons. Okay, this is an important step. We have started the process of building the hub zone. It's gonna be big though. That's really the problem, is it's gonna be really big. We're just gonna have to go with it. We're just gonna have to roll with it. All right, you guys. Let's end stream. This has been delightful. We're gonna end stream. Quit while we're ahead. We're gonna do more of this tomorrow. We're gonna continue working on the hub. I think what we want to do is make a small little building block out of this. How exactly? Maybe CSG shape could work for the shape of this, and then just throw a Sprite 3D over top of it. It's fine. Give it a different texture for the walls. I don't know exactly what yet. We'll pick one of these others or something else. We'll find something. We'll find something good for it. And then try and work out the initial path that the player is going to take. I've got a list somewhere of the different exits from the hub zone. But this is tiny. I want this place to feel like a city with like different avenues. And so camera is going to be tricky. I think we're going to have lots of camera zones where when you are in this area, within the confines of this box, the camera is going to lock on to this runway, and it's going to stay there. There's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff, so we're just going to have to bowl through and make it work. So that means a little bit of planning, kind of coming up with some ideas of different things that we want to have. We want different areas of the hub to be visually distinct to some degree, to make it a little bit more obvious which area you're in. I really want to go for this tiered, like almost like a stair-step city. I want it to be a stair-step city so that if you are looking from the very back, like if you are all the way at the back of the zone, you can look ahead and see all kinds of places, but a few of the streets might be a little bit obscured by things in the foreground. That's the idea. So that's our plan. This is going to be one of the most frequented areas in the game, so it needs to be really good. It's not going to be great the first time around, and that's okay, and we have to be at peace with that. So yeah, that's it. Can we do a raid? Aaron is doing Mario Maker. He doesn't do that very often anymore. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I gotta be careful because he changed his name, and so I can't just type it in. I need to copy paste it here. Formerly, I am Aaron. Now he is Lamaron because people kept misreading his name, which is hilarious to me. An old pillar of the Mario Maker community, or at least the sub community from this neighborhood of Twitch. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed working on this stuff tonight. We actually made some decent progress on the trial room and getting that bug fixed with the battle system for debug purposes, so it looks a little nicer. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll work a little bit more on the hub. Probably not going to be any programming for a while. I think for a while it's mostly going to be modeling and putting things together. Another legendary stream straight into the recycler as intended. Thank you for all the follows and the raids tonight. I had a great time. We'll start the week strong. Monday is tomorrow. Good luck, everyone. I will see you next time. Bye.